In the courtroom, we see Donald Trump for who he is. He's been convicted of 34 felonies, found liable for sexual assault, and he committed financial fraud. Meanwhile, Joe Biden's been working, lowering health care costs and making big corporations pay their fair share. This election is between a convicted criminal who's only out for himself and a president who's fighting for your family.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Come see the fresh changes Woodland Creek Furniture has made to its showrooms. There's an ever-changing selection of unique furniture, much of which is made at Woodland Creek's own facility right here in northern Michigan. Did you know we build custom dining tables, vanities, beds, consoles, and more? New nature-inspired accessories are arriving daily, from lighting and lamps to wall art and rugs. You are bound to find that special accent for your home or office. See hundreds of exclusive designs available only at Woodland Creek in Minocqua.
Live from Rhinelander, this is News Watch 12 at 5, the Northwoods' best news, with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller, and Saul Meyer with sports. News from where you live starts now.
Good evening, I'm Dan Hagan. A Rhinelander woman was sentenced to prison today for her involvement in the 2022 death of Kyle Polinsky. 25-year-old Jasmine LaRiviere was found guilty in April of several charges, including reckless homicide. LaRiviere, along with her co-defendant Malik Jones, were dealing drugs in 2022 when Polinsky purchased a substance from the two that was later found to be fentanyl. Polinsky was found to have died from fentanyl toxicity. During her sentencing, LaRiviere seemingly offered remorse to the family, saying that she had not intended to kill Polinsky.
I want to give my deepest and most sincere apology to you all and let you know how truly sorry I am for my involvement in this matter. I want you to know that I never intended to cause harm to anybody.
Evidence did show that LaRiviere did knowingly continue to deal drugs after she learned that Polinsky had died. Also, during sentencing, Vilas County Judge Daniel Overby said that a pre-sentence investigation found that LaRiviere made no effort before today to show remorse for her actions.
She reported how she, quote, came to peace, unquote, with his death, with Mr. Polinsky's death. And she never addressed with the PSI writer any attempt to try to offer peace to the victim's family.
Ultimately, LaRiviere was sentenced to a total of 15 years in prison for her role in Mr. Polinsky's death. She will also pay more than $10,000 in restitution that is set to come out of LaRiviere's posted bond. There's an update to the crash involving a motorcycle and a car in Lincoln County that happened on Tuesday. 3 people were injured in the crash just south of Merrill, and as a result, one of them had died at the UW-Madison Hospital. The driver of the motorcycle that died was identified as 55-year-old Robert Dungan of McAllister, Oklahoma. His wife was the passenger and is still alive. A van had turned in front of the motorcycle when they collided. The 88-year-old driver of that van said she thought she had enough time to turn. Well, Chase, kind of a gloomy day out there, a lot of rain.
Yeah, definitely a lot of rain in our area. It's starting to come into the area now, but we got some thunderstorms for our southern viewing area, so that's something that we need to keep an eye on. Let's take a look at that radar right now. We can see from just moved out of Eau Claire into Wausau, we got those moderate showers in the region, so this is dropping some light to moderate rainfall, but we do have thunderstorms near La Crosse right now developing, and they are moving eastwards toward our southern counties, most likely Adams County. So that's an area where we could get some good thunderstorm development today, possibly some severe thunderstorm warnings. There has already been a few, one that was just issued from Madison into Milwaukee. So definitely some severe storms out there today. We could potentially see some in our viewing area, and we do have more storms coming into tomorrow. So in the early morning hours, that's when we'll have a nice line of strong storms developing near again Adams County, and this will bring some damaging winds and locally heavy rainfall. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out early in the morning. And once we get into the afternoon hours around 4 p.m., that's when the atmosphere will be primed for another big event. This is where we could have all modes possible, talking about tornadoes, damaging winds, hail, all that good stuff can come with this system. So that's going to be something we need to keep an eye out on as we go into Sunday. So taking a look ahead for tonight, looks like temperatures are going to cool down. We'll be in the upper 50s for tonight with a forecast low of 58. Dan?
Thanks, Chase. For those looking to view some local art, a new exhibition is in town at a Rhinelander nonprofit. Our own Simone Garber joins us live from downtown Rhinelander with more. Simone?
That's right, Dan. I'm here outside of ArtStart, where new exhibitions are on display every couple of months. I talked to the program and operations director about the newest exhibition, as well as the mission of the organization. Summer's here in downtown Rhinelander, and that includes the Cultural Center ArtStart. Its mission?
To use art as a catalyst to educate our community and help it thrive and develop our community more.
The city purchased the federal building, located at 68 South Stevens Street, in 2011 for only $1.
We were founded by a group of passionate art lovers that really thought an arts community and a place for creativeness was important to the downtown.
Since then, ArtStart has been committed to engaging community members through displaying work by local artists. Its current theme, Textile Politics, a Call to Action, by Minnesota's Rachel Breen.
Every piece that she has in the gallery is actually educating you on the process of making clothing, and she challenges you to view clothing differently and reflect on the workers' lives overseas that create our clothing.
In addition to exhibitions, ArtStart also runs a Spark program designed to aid those with early to mid-stage memory loss connect with art. This, according to Mick Laughlin, speaks to the power of creative mediums in promoting social impact.
It's a creative gathering space, honestly, and an incubator space. I think ArtStart really helps our community see that art is very important, and being creative brings us all together. That's what we all want.
Reporting in Rhinelander, Simone Garber, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Simone. The Chalk Fest event in Wausau is being delayed by a day. Chalk Fest will begin on Sunday, June 23rd at 7 a.m. due to inclement weather. Weather reports indicate there will be a possibility of severe thunderstorms and significant rainfall on Saturday. There will be extended hours into the evening for judging. Chalk Fest began in 2004 and has grown to attracting hundreds of artists each year. A local group fighting hunger is teaming up with an Eagle River Children's Museum. Fork or Feed Our Rural Kids is putting its 10th new pantry in the Northwoods Children's Museum. Other pantry locations are at schools. Jean Arndt of Fork said that means during the summer, kids can lose accessibility, so Fork thought the local Children's Museum would be a great location while school is out. Their hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Chamber of Commerce in each area promotes the area by putting on events and coordinating with local businesses. And the Conover Chamber of Commerce has filled their long-vacated executive director position. Our own Austin Carisu met with the new executive director to learn more about what the community can expect.
The executive director position of the Conover Chamber of Commerce has been vacant since 2022, but now that position has been filled. I spoke to the new executive director to learn more about what residents of Conover can expect.
So the excitement for me coming in was seeing the immense support around me, as well as the already established events and the potential that Conover has for so much more.
Arian Spitz is a lifelong resident of Conover and has recently been named the new executive director of the Conover Chamber of Commerce. She plans to keep annual traditions going as well as expanding the growth of the Conover community.
The town of Conover has so much potential, and having an individual in the role that has that same passion that many of our volunteers and other residents have gives the opportunity for overall growth and great relationships to be built and maintained, and that's something that our small town can really look forward to.
Spitz is excited to take on the responsibility and grow the Conover community for its residents and encourage non-residents to partake in the community's events.
Building on the events that we currently have in place, solidifying some new events for the future, and working on building the relationships with the businesses, the residents, and the visitors to our community, our clubs and organizations, to be able to continue to expand what we currently offer and bring some new adventures to our small town.
Spitz is excited to get to know the Conover residents better, as well as help the community grow.
And so as a lifelong resident, I am now also raising my family here. My husband and I have the opportunity to raise our children, to watch them grow in the same community that I have loved to grow in. With that being said, I will also be present at the Taste of Conover as well as my family, and we encourage everyone to come and introduce themselves. We can't wait to get to know the residents, the business owners, clubs and organizations, and visitors to the community as we embark on this new venture.
To meet Arian or to help volunteer, you can visit the Conover Chamber of Commerce during their hours of operation. Reporting in Conover, Austin Creasue, Newswatch 12.
Thanks, Austin. Usually you'd see cars going down the road, but in Madison today, it was a very large building. Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at that moving process after Weather with Chase right here on Newswatch 12.
Arby's 2 for $5 chicken wraps come in your choice of ranch, honey mustard, barbecue, and a bonus flavor called Incredible Value. You can't taste it, but boy, is it sweet. Arby's, we have the meat.
Giving a woman heartbreaking news that her baby has no chance of survival and giving them the option of having an abortion is one of the hardest parts of my job. Politicians like Donald Trump shouldn't be getting in between me and my patients.
We terminated Roe v. Wade.
My patients are worried. They're asking me, what is he going to try to take away next? If Trump was reelected, it would be devastating for women's health care.
ABPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Price crash! Price crash! Don't miss the huge going out of business sale going on now at Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Minocqua. Shop now and save an additional 23% off the already low sale prices store-wide. Quality name brands, Amish and handcrafted furniture, mattresses, bedroom sets, dining room sets, living room sets, reclining furniture, and much, much more. Hurry in today for the best selection at the going out of business sale at Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Minocqua.
You've worked hard to save money for retirement, but wouldn't you rather thrive and not just survive your golden years? My newly released book, Golden Rules of Finance for the Golden Years, offers key tips for managing your retirement money and ensuring you have a more complete plan to make your retirement dream a reality. Call 715-355-4445 or visit bushkabook.com to request your complimentary copy today.
Upgrade your garage, patio, or basement this spring with our beautiful cutting-edge concrete coatings. Our coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy and guaranteed to increase your home's value. For a limited time, save up to $500 off your project. Plus, call during this program to see if you qualify for payments starting at just $30 a month.
Getting ready. 45 minutes. Doing this? 3 seconds flat. When life plays dirty, water wipes. Water wipes. Pure, clean, healthy skin.
Arby's made chicken wraps 2 for $5 because it's impossible to pick a favorite from honey mustard, ranch, and barbecue. But don't ever forget, you are Arby's favorite. Arby's, we have the meat.
The 2024 Bear Cupboard Run is Saturday, June 29th. Half marathon, 5K run walk, and Kids Cubby Run. Please register online. Visit bearcupboardrun.org for more information.
Welcome back, everybody. We got a pretty active weather day ahead. Hopefully you're staying dry out there. We can see some showers moving through the Wausau region, going up into Rhinelander as well, also including Eau Claire as the showers are just now exiting that region. But south of that, we do have some strong thunderstorms developing. No severe thunderstorm warnings yet, but we did just have one in between Madison and Milwaukee. So any of these storms could become severe warned at any minute. So that's something to keep an eye out on for right now. But the main thing is for tomorrow, we do have another slight risk of thunderstorms expanding from the southern portion of the state up into the central part by Wausau. So much more storms across the area tomorrow, and they will be slightly stronger than the storms that are happening right now. So let's take a look into the future. So right now we have those storms along the warm front right now developing near our southern viewing area, most likely Adams County, and then for Adams County tomorrow in the morning as well. Around 5 a.m. we'll have another strong line of storms, most likely bringing straight line winds and very heavy rainfall. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out on on in those early morning hours. And then going into the afternoon, that's when the atmosphere is going to be very primed up for another severe weather event. So this can have all modes possible, talking about very damaging winds, hail possibly, lots and lots of rain, and then we could possibly see an isolated tornado or two with this system as well, so that can never be ruled out. So this is something we need to keep a close eye on as we have another severe weather day ahead coming into tomorrow. And then things are looking to clear up by Sunday morning, and then we'll be in the clear throughout the day as well. So no more showers and thunderstorms going on Sunday. But future rainfall amounts, all of this rain is going to most likely be set around the southern part of the state by our southern viewing area. Only shows about a ½ an inch right now by Stevens Point, and a little bit more down in Rome, just about 1.5 inches. But I think once we get by the end of the night Saturday, we could see around 3 inches of rainfall anywhere through this southern portion of the state. So we're going to get lots of rain with these storms training along the front, making their way through the area into tomorrow. So let's take a look at those temperatures right now. Looks like things are pretty mild out there. Looks like we got some low to mid 60s for Rhinelander at 63 degrees, and then we got warmer temperatures down south. We can see by Rome and Adams County, they are at 71 degrees. Other than that, much of our area is in those low to mid 60s for today, so much cooler than we've seen the past few previous days. And dew points are around the same as well. We can see mid to upper 50s for us, 58 degrees in Rhinelander, and then just a little bit south, that's when we start to get into those 60s, and then we could even see some mid 60s down here. So that's going to be adding the moisture for those storms moving through those southern portion of the state for today, going into tonight and tomorrow as well. So future temperatures in the morning are going to be a little chilly. That will be in the upper 50s. Could possibly be touching 60 with some good cloud cover. Right now we're seeing 58 in the morning hours for Rhinelander, and we'll have some 60s down south as well, stretching to the southern portions of the state. So very similar temperatures in the early morning hours going into Saturday morning. Take a look at the temperature trend. We got a warming trend coming up. Looks like Sunday and Monday will be in the mid to upper 70s, and then the warmest day of the week will be Tuesday with a high of 84. So we'll be back to those summer-like temperatures, but then right after that, we'll cool back down into the low 70s by Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday as well. Humidity, though, with the high temperatures coming into Tuesday, those will spike up again, so that will make those temperatures feel a lot hotter than they really are. So if you will be outside Monday into Tuesday, very important to stay hydrated and always have water on you with that high humidity on the way with these warmer temperatures. Wind speeds right now are pretty calm for our area. It looks like we're just around 5 miles per hour across most of the region. We have a southeast wind around 7 miles per hour in Rhinelander right now, and some gustier winds down south as we do have some storms down there right now. Going into tonight, thunderstorms are likely throughout, especially the southern portion, and we'll have a low of 58. And into tomorrow, severe weather is still likely in the southern portion of the state with a high of 68 for us in Rhinelander. But take a look at your 7-day forecast. Looks like we'll have a warming trend coming up after these storms Tuesday and the Wednesday with a high of 84 on Tuesday. Dan?
Thanks, Chase. A Hayward man was arrested after one of his passengers died and 2 passengers were seriously hurt in a rollover crash early this morning. According to the Sawyer County Sheriff's Office, the crash happened at around 3:15 a.m. A 20-year-old Hayward man lost control while driving on a road south of the city, and his car rolled multiple times into the ditch. The passengers were thrown from the vehicle. 1 teenager died, and 2 teenagers were taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver had minor injuries and is expected to be charged with second-degree recklessly endangering safety. Speed and alcohol are believed to be factors in the crash. Hundreds of people in Madison, Wisconsin witnessed something you don't see every day. Crews trying to move an entire apartment building through downtown. Some stopped to watch for a few minutes. Others stood there for hours, amazed by what they were seeing. As Tyler Peters reports, moving the 4-story building went about as smoothly as you might think.
When the power's out on a hot summer afternoon.
Random things happen on random days.
There's not much Muhammad Guy and his friends can do other than sit on the porch, play some tunes, and watch. A 400-ton apartment building being moved down the street right before their eyes. A sight capturing the attention of every bystander walking by.
I've never seen anything like it, really.
We're actually here videotaping it for our grandsons because we promised them.
Moving ever so slowly.
It hasn't moved too much in the last 5 hours.
With a few roadblocks in the way.
There was a big tree that nobody took into account that had to be removed.
The building will eventually make its way over to its new location on Mifflin Street.
They'll figure it out. Probably.
The cost to move the 22-year-old building, over $500,000, a price that's worth it to the building's owner.
I couldn't say no. So, here we are, and having it out on the street, it's a good thing. And to save this building, it's a really good thing.
Best of luck with that. The Milwaukee Brewers are looking to bounce back from their walk-off loss to the San Diego Padres last night. Coming up on News Watch 12, Saul Meyer will be here to preview their next matchup on the West Coast.
The time to save is now during Furniture and Appliance Mart's Stars and Stripes Appliance event. Great rebates up to $500, plus up to 50% off closeouts. We guarantee the lowest appliance prices on top brands. Save now at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin, but this was my childhood home. Graduated East High, became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a fourth-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Follow the path through the beautiful gardens to the lakefront at Pirates Hideaway. Enjoy ice cream on the sky deck overlooking the Eagle River chain of lakes. In addition to offering cruises on the pirate ship, Pirates Hideaway has a full bar, outdoor yard games, wood fire pizzas, appetizers, and more. Enjoy relaxing summer evenings with live music on the beach. Pirates Hideaway in Eagle River. Stop by and experience one of the most unique lakeside family attractions in northern Wisconsin. Visit EagleRiverPirates.com for information.
Now, don't you worry. I'm going to take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco. Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2026. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast so you can enjoy your new windows all summer long. 2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
It begins as you drive up and make your way into the pro shop. It continues as you grab your favorite beverage and load up your clubs. Then you hit your first tee shot. And you just feel it. The Young's Experience, a championship-level course designed to be playable as a beginner and test even the most skilled golfers. A beautiful course, amazing scenery, affordable rates, and an incredible clubhouse create an experience you'll only find here. Young's, when it's time to play.
The time to save is now during Furniture and Appliance Mart's Stars and Stripes Appliance event. Great rebates up to $500, plus up to 50% off closeouts. We guarantee the lowest appliance prices on top brands. Save now at Furniture and Appliance Mart.
There are multiple athletes from our area competing for a spot on the 2024 Summer Olympic team. We already saw Rhinelander's own Malia Francis at the trials in the pool. Now there's another Oneida County athlete trying to make it to Paris. Three Lakes' Emily Fink. Fink competed in the first day of the women's hammer throw qualifiers, where she advanced to the finals after finishing in 10th place with a personal best throw of 66¼ meters. The final day of the qualifiers will be Sunday, where Fink will try to make it to the Olympics, which can be streamed right here on NBC in July. The Milwaukee Brewers almost made a comeback win last night against the San Diego Padres, but it was not enough, with the Padres walking it off to take Game 1. After suffering that 7-6 loss, the Crew were looking to bounce back and win Game 2 in San Diego. The Crew were down 6-3 after 7 innings, but managed to come back and tie it up in the 9th. But Jake Cronenworth ended this game with a walk-off home run to give the Padres the win. Taking the mound for the Crew in Game 2 will be Colin Ray, with the game set to start at around 8:40 tonight. Moving on from the Major League to the Northwoods League, the Wausau Woodchucks are in action after splitting yesterday's doubleheader against the Wisconsin Rapids Raptors. Today, they'll be taking on the Fond du Lac Dark Spiders. First pitch for that game is scheduled to be tonight at around 6:30 at the Athletic Park in Wausau. We'll be right back after the break.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Allie, and this is our family.
Are you the type of person that believes in doing the right thing? Well, us too. Here at Shoulders, we stand behind everything we sell, whether it's a camper, boat, dock or lift, or now even one of our late model low mileage vehicles. We don't believe in selling anything as is. We want to guarantee our guest satisfaction along with helping you save thousands.
If this sounds like the right dealership for you, we'd love you to think of us.
Shoulders, across from Menards, Rhinelander.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
I'm 82.
86.
90 years young.
Eric Hovde thinks people like us shouldn't be able to vote.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Son, I've served this country. I think I can handle a ballot.
What a jerk.
Eric Hovde, I'm fully aware of whom I'm voting for, and it won't be you.
Northwoods Windows has been helping homeowners all over central and northern Wisconsin with replacement windows, patio entry doors, and more. We've done installations in over 10,000 homes, including cottages, churches, and businesses. Our installers are trained, experienced professionals, and we're an authorized dealer of home improvement products from some of the top manufacturers. We offer free in-home consultations, no-pressure sales, honest pricing, and a job well done. Contact Northwood Windows today and see why you should choose us.
Your home is more than just a roof, walls, and windows. It's an investment, a place where memories are made with family and friends. Overhead Solutions is here to help you with all of your roofing needs.
Complete your home's decor with furniture from Northwoods Accents in Mercer. A casual store where you can enjoy browsing high-quality, made-in-the-USA furniture without a high-pressure sales force watching your every move. From sofas, recliners, bedroom sets, mattresses, dining room sets, and home decor, we have it all at Northwoods Accents, 5079 North Highway 51 in Mercer.
Well, Saul and Chase, another weekend, another spat of rain.
Yep, that's right. We have a lot of rain in the forecast this spring, so...
Yeah, it's coming up soon. I know you're not probably missing Texas right now.
No, I'm not missing. Well, it's hot there, but I think it's less stormy than here. Is that right, Chase?
Probably correct. You know, we can take a look at the radar right now going into tonight. We do have those storms right now moving through the southern counties, and our southern counties are going to keep seeing storms. Looks like around 4 a.m., just near Adams County, we'll have another line with some strong winds and potentially heavy rain as well. And then going into the afternoon, that's when all severe modes can become possible with some isolated tornadoes, hail, more damaging winds as well, and of course heavy rainfall by those southern counties. Going to your 7-day forecast brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress. Looks like we'll be warming up in the middle of the week with a high of 84 on Tuesday.
Doesn't look great for the Crandon races, but it might clear up. Let's hope it clears up.
And it might just be rain in that area as well. We'll have more weather for you on Newswatch 12 at 6. We'll see you then.